Hey Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning into Soul Embers and this reading today, bringing your beautiful energy, love and support to the channel. You guys are pretty amazing and I appreciate you. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Andrea. I hope you find a message within this reading helps you on your journey, make a positive shift in the direction you need to go in right now. So Sagittarius, what is blocking you can apply to any area of your life, but you'll probably find that it's highlighted in one area, even though a block is a block and it affects all areas. Like I said, you're either triggered or it's highlighted in one area, and that's probably what brings you here today. So we'll be looking at what this block is, whether it be in your love life, career, finance, friendships, community, family, all of the above. Yeah, so I'll draw out a message to see who I'm connecting with. That way you'll know if the message resonates, what you might be experiencing emotionally. We'll break that down and then look at some guidance on how you can best navigate through that space and you know, get the clarity or the direction that you need right now to start feeling unblocked. Okay, so Sagittarius, I love reading your comments. I say it all the time. It helps me connect with your energy, and I use that for your future readings and to deliver messages that are current to what you're experiencing. For that reason, I'm giving away a free 30-minute reading. All you need to do is comment in the comment section below this video what brings you to tarot, what brings you to Soul Embers. You know, is it something that you're blocked in? Is it something, an emotion or something that you're experiencing that you want to be freed from? Are you looking for direction? What is it that brings you here? The winner will be drawn on the 6th of October, and you will know if you're the winner because I will respond to the message that you have left in the comment section below this particular video. So let's jump into it, Sagittarius, and have a look and see at what is blocking you. Right, so let's have a look and see, Sagittarius. What is anger? Anger is blocking you. Interesting. And I say interesting because I don't feel that you feel anger. And those that message resonates will know exactly what I mean. You are holding on to anger that no longer serves you. You may feel, Sagittarius, that you're over it, whatever it is. And you may feel that you've moved on from it. But there is something in your life that you're having difficulty manifesting and you feel blocked in a way you've never felt blocked before. And it has to do with this anger that you are holding on to when it comes to a particular person or a particular group of people, however it applies for you in your life. And it's about unfinished business. It's about not having had the opportunity to say your piece and having to put something behind you and be okay with unfinished business. And that is damn hard to do. I've been in that situation and it's not easy to let go of that unfinished business. So you're holding on to anger that no longer serves you. I feel that I'm imagining Sagittarius standing in front of a mirror and having it out. I'm getting the feeling that as I'm saying this, emotions are starting to bubble to the surface at the realization that maybe anger is the reason that you may not be manifesting. Maybe you don't realize how much of a control it's having over this aspect of your life that you're feeling blocked in. But I'm getting called to flag that allow these sensations or emotions to bubble, bring them to the surface, and have the conversation. Visualize that you have that person in front of you and have the conversation. Say your part. And once you've done that, write them a letter, you know, something that will allow you to release that part. If you can write them a letter, let's say, to release yourself from this anger, to get the closure that you need, or visualizing them and having that conversation, allowing that anger to surface, may really help you going from, because you might have gone from feeling blocked to feeling stuck. Okay, you may be feeling not only blocked in one area of your life, it may be affecting other areas now, and it's highlighted in other areas, and it's starting to cause you to feel slightly stuck. So that's the message I'm getting, Sagittarians, I'm connecting with at this time. Let's break this down though, Sagittarius, and hope you can see what this is about. Okay, so I usually take, no, that one goes there and these two go here. Yeah, okay, so you know what we're angry about, Sagittarius? That communication, that you didn't get to say your piece, that, you know, this is one of those things where the message wasn't communicated, and it's tough. It's a difficult situation. It's not one that I feel, when you think about having that conversation, it's not one that you see going in a positive direction. I feel that things were left quite cold. They were left very, not in a great place. I know, that's the message I'm getting. I know. You may think I don't know, but I did know, and I do know. And now, and you need to know that I'm not a fool. That's the message that I'm getting, that you might be feeling, that you were taken for a fool. They took a good person and they try to turn them into a joke, and they think that you were none the wiser, but you are, and you do know. And this is what's causing some kind of distress. And you're determined. This is the thing. You may have directed all that anger, and from that place of anger, directed it and focused it to the betterment of yourself in other aspects of your life. And you have flourished in those other areas, Sagittarius. But that does not mean that that anger has been let go of. It just means that it's further fueling you, but it's not allowing you to find a place of peace. So you might be successful in other areas of your life because this anger has fueled you, but it has not allowed you to find a place of peace no matter how much you accomplish. And so this is why you're feeling this emotional unfulfillment. You're feeling, you know, in general, that nothing really sparks your interest. So if this has to do with your love life, you may be finding that you're not connecting with others, and it's this anger that's holding you back from really embracing love, really embracing getting to know someone, making that emotional connection. If it's career, it's based on something that happened potentially in your role that has really damaged your view of the, you know, the businesses or the company's vision and how they deal with things. You may have felt that there are things here that are underhanded, that don't align with your standards. And yes, you may have applied yourself and focused that anger and really risen above it and proven to be successful, but it's still not allowing you to find peace within that environment. And that's a type of message that I'm getting for you. And another thing I'm getting here is if you're having difficulty sleeping at night, especially Sagittarius, I'm getting that your subconscious, your higher self, your divine team are trying to communicate with you that what the efforts that you put in, that you believe were fruitless at that time and turned out to be fruitful in another area. Whatever you see as being fruitless, as not having, you were given like a bad batch, let's say. It was not a bad batch. It's just that you haven't had the opportunity to speak your truth, to be acknowledged, to be to have an apology, to have that closure, to see that all the effort that you put into this person or this area of your life did not go down the drain. And so that not having that acknowledgement, not having that discussion, not being able to release that anger, not being able to say your bit is what's holding you back from seeing that putting effort in to love or putting effort into getting to know someone is worth taking that risk. And you, like I said, you may be feeling you may be having sleepless nights at the moment. You may be feeling it really difficult to you may be feeling anxious, and you know why you're feeling anxious. You may be lacking, you might not be able to sleep, and you know why you're not able to sleep. You're trying to come up with solutions, let's say. If you know. There are others of you though that may not know. You've numbed yourself to a certain situation. You've numbed yourself to the anger because you feel that there's no point in embracing it because it's not getting you anywhere, because you're not going to get the outcome that you want anyway. So it is really a difficult situation that I'm getting for the Sagittarians that I'm connecting with. Finding peace without having closure. How do we do this at this time? And I do a lot of coaching on that, but we're not doing coaching today. We're doing a tarot reading, so I'm going to stick to the cards. So let's have a look and see. What is Spirit's message? How do we find our peace through this anger without the closure? What's the first thing we need to surrender to? And you know what, Sagittarius? With all the other readings I've done today, there's been a constant flow of messages, lots and lots of messages. With you, the message is very precise and very to the point. So I feel that there is a very strong undercurrent here of what's blocking you. It's like it's to the core, to the point. How do we do this? How do we find peace without the closure? Surrender to the idea that you can fix someone. Wow. It is time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. Sagittarius, I'm getting that even with a conversation that you think will bring you closure, it may give you instant gratification, satisfaction, acknowledgement. It may boost your ego in that moment, but it will not help you heal the anger because the injustice is still there. If you think that having this conversation will potentially go in a direction where you do get that acknowledgement, there is a high probability that you won't. And it'll only further fuel your anger. And if you've been waiting for this person to reach out to you, to have this conversation, I feel that your divine team is actually protecting you, trying to help you find the place and direct you to the space where you can find, you can soothe the anger and heal the resentment in their absence of their acknowledgement, because even if you were to face them, it wouldn't put you at ease. And so I feel that when you do finally find a way to release this, and if this is something you're challenged by and you don't know how to explore the space and release the anger in the absence of the acknowledgement, in the absence of having your say, in the absence of the justice that you deserve, feel free to reach out for a personal reading. Or a coaching session. I'd love to work through that space with you. But I do feel that, it's only when you heal, you find a way to release it, and you take accountability for that anger. That anger is yours. You may feel that it's caused by their actions, and yes, it is to a degree caused by their actions, but it's your responsibility to let it go and to work on letting it go and to explore what it is that's causing you to hold on to it. Taking accountability for that and taking accountability for the healing. Only then, if you were to do that and have a conversation with them, regardless of what they say, will you still will you see the acknowledgement? Will you see why things didn't work out? Will you see why you're better off, let's say? Another thing that I'm drawn to on this card is that this lady, she's got a bow and arrow, true Sagittarian spirit. Sagittarius, reach for the stars. I feel that, nothing is too far out of reach for a Sagittarius. And if this is something that has overshadowed you for so long that you feel bound by, remember that nothing is out of reach. You are capable. All you need to do is find your target. Find that place, that spot. Allow it to bubble, to come to the surface, because it no longer serves you. And have that as your target and pull back on that bow. And you see the impact here. Allow it to flow. Allow the anger to flow. Because another thing I'm getting for you, Sagittarius, is that you may be experiencing heightened emotions. You may be going into bouts of depression from time to time. Maybe there's a cycle, or you have emotional days or emotional eating. Let's say these are all signs that there is something underlying here that's being suppressed, and it's the anger. So if that's another thing you're experiencing, it's a symptom of the anger. The emotional eating, the bouts of depression, the days of the emotional days. Let's pull out a message and see what Spirit has for you when it comes to this situation right now. Do we have a message for Sagittarius? So the first step here for you to surrender, to start working through this, is to understand that you may not get the satisfaction you want anyway. Know that breathing out is just as important as breathing in. Let tension go. And yes, that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like, you've been holding on to this for so long. It's like holding your breath. Let the anger go in a safe place. Let it flow. Let, this part of yourself lean into the emotion. Don't set up a camp there. Don't live in that space and then let it fuel you and further control you. Allow it the space that it needs to express itself. It is an aspect of yourself that wants your attention. It will help you relieve some of that tension. Okay, so that's the message that they've got for you there. And finally, if this does have to do with your love life, Sagittarius, let's have a look and see what Spirit's message is for those that this has to do with your love life. Before we wrap this reading up, guys, don't forget to comment below. Best of luck in the competition. Like I said, 6th of October. Check your comment to see if you've won. Do we have a message for Sagittarius? One card, please. Just one, not three, just one. Okay, just one card for Sagittarius. Do we have one card for Sagittarius? Last shuffle, and I'm guessing... Oh, okay, so I'm going to take these and put them back. And there's one that just fell here. The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Sagittarius. There is more going on than meets the eye. So, the message I'm getting for you here, and you know what? Let that card sit with you if it resonates in a particular way. Take the message as it sits with you if it resonates. But what I'm getting from this is that there were more variables involved with the cards that you were dealt with at that time that you may be unaware of. And as I say that, I feel that the Sagittarians that are feeling this anger don't really care. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to a person's decision, and it is their character on how they deal with it. And you're absolutely right. And does it make it okay? No, it doesn't. But it helps you better understand what their motives were. And sometimes that helps some. But it doesn't change the result. And this is what you need to understand. Trying to see that this was all they were capable of potentially with what they were working with. And their capability at that time, even though it doesn't make it okay, helps soften the edges a little bit. So that's the message I have for you, Sagittarius. I hope you have a fantastic week and best of luck. Bye-bye.